Umar Ahmed, IFL TV, MTK Global. I'm at the BT Studios, joined by Liam Williams. So you fighting Joe Mander. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Training hard, fit and healthy, so can't complain.
Big press conference today. Obviously, nothing's really changed for you. So yeah, I assume all sort of focus and attention is on Joe Mander.
Yeah, 2.5, 3, just shy of 3 weeks to go now. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Plenty of hard work, still to go really, but a couple of good spars lined up. I'm looking forward to putting on a good show. I've worked very hard, so we're going to make it worth it on March the 8th.
We know what Joe brings, and it's been alluded to a lot really. So you're expecting to put on a dominant display. Do you feel you knock him out on Friday, 8th March?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on from there, obviously you've got to do your job, but you've alluded to Chris Eubank Jr.'s name. Is that sort of the fight you want after? If he beats the Galahad?
Yeah. Why not? If he beats the Gale, though, that's a super middle, so probably going to stay there. But if you come back to middleweight, like I'm looking to go back down, but I'm open to big fights at middleweight, obviously. So that's definitely a name which is up there, and it's a big name to get a lot of attention. So 100% I'm interested in that fight.
Well, you talk about his weight. I interviewed Chris Eubank Sr. recently, and he said regardless, he wants his son to move down back to 160. So yeah, if that's the case, then I assume you're going to stay at 160 for him.
Yeah, let's do it. It's just, I've never really had Eubank in my sights. But it was just something, obviously, it was said on social media, on Twitter. So it's just one of them things. Like a lot of people have said it to me since. I never really thought about it until then, but 100% is a fight that would interest me. So I think he's good. He's very explosive, very fit, as you can see. Great physique. But he's one-dimensional. He knows himself. He can only fight one certain way. So we'll see. But I think if he beats the Gale, he's going to be looking for the big names. Which is probably bigger names than me right now.
Your stablemate Billy Joe has obviously got a keen eye on Saturday night's events as well. What do you make of him moving up to 168?
It's just, for Billy, it's a good opportunity. He's in middleweight, and I believe win, lose or draw, I definitely believe he's going to win the fight, but win, lose or draw, he's going to go back to 160 anyway.
Okay.
And by the way, no one has said that to me, neither Billy or Dom, but I just think 160 is his weight. And it's just, he's seen a good opportunity. So he took it as any other fighter would.
Let me give you a scenario. If obviously Billy Joe moves down back to 160 or fights Eubank Jr. at 168, beats him, would you still consider fighting Eubank Jr. even if he lost to Billy Joe?
Yeah, why not? Well, it depends. Things can change, in a short period of time. So if he lost again, then maybe it'd be no point in me fighting him, because he needs a couple of wins now. His reputation has dropped a little bit from what he once was. So we'll see. Like I'm just open to any big fights, and I believe MTK, they're the best in the game, or one of the best management companies in the game. So they're gonna do, make the right moves for me, and they're gonna get me the best fights out there.
The best, Liam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, there's a potential scenario where you and Billy Joe could fight Eubank Jr. What do you make of Eubank Jr. outside the ring? He divides opinion, so does his dad.
Yeah, both of them. They're not really the most liked people in boxing, to be honest. But you know, they're both characters, and to a certain extent they're very interesting people, because you just like, you could be there, you could sit there forever in a day trying to work them both out, but I don't think you ever will. So that's what makes them so interesting. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. It's boxing. It's not a competition of who's the most interesting outside the ring. You know, it's about who produces the goods inside. So
What would happen if you and Junior got in a ring together?
personally, I think it's box his head off, but I'm sure he would have other ideas, and a lot of people outside of the ring would, you know, fans and journalists, and I think they would have their own opinions as well. But it'd be a great fight for sure.
So you're training Dominic Ingles, busy time for him. Obviously you've got Billy Joe preparing him for April 13th, yourself, and also Kid G fighting Josh Warrington. Not officially announced yet, but we're expecting it to happen. What do you make of that fight?
Warrington, Galahad.
Yep.
Very good fight. I've said for some time now that I don't really like betting against Warrington, because he proved me wrong a couple of times, and he's super fit. Like, he just wouldn't be denied. So he's going to give anyone a tough fight. But I'm not just saying it because I'm in the same camp as Galahad, but he's a very, very good fighter, and I believe he wins that fight. So although I've said I won't go against Warrington, I've kind of done it again, and you know, we'll see. He might prove me wrong, but I think this time is third time lucky for me, and Galahad I think he might have that bit too much class, you know, and ring generalship.
Well, if that's the case, Galahad will be a world champion. Billy Joe's looking to become a 2-weight world champion. When do you think you'll fight for a world title, Liam?
Hopefully this year. It's difficult to say, because as I've mentioned just now, things can change overnight, you know, for the better and sometimes for the worse. So you just don't know what position you're going to be in next week, next month, you know. So I have to take it as it comes, but I believe this year I've got the potential, you know, to fight for a title. I have to keep producing the goods myself as well. I can't just rely on other people to produce them for me.
You said that you've got an eye on moving back down to 154. How do you assess the world champions at 154?
Obviously very good world champion for a reason, but on the other hand, people who I can beat as well. So you got
Jarrett Hurd,
Munguia. I'd like to fight Jarrett Hurd because, as I've said in a couple of other interviews before, nothing personal, not really that I think he'd be an easier fight than Munguia, for instance, but he holds 2 belts. So just come back to me. Tony Harrison
obviously beat Charlo, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that's a winnable fight, you know. So probably even the most winnable of the 3 champions. I don't know, but from my point of view, I just think Hurd, simply because he's got more belts, and that's all it comes to. There's more to be won at the end of it.
Just the last point, another fight you'll have a keen eye on is Liam Smith and Sam Eggington. Do you believe Liam will come out on top?
Yeah, definitely. I've said it from day one. Both good fighters, both good pressure fighters, and you know, I think both tend to kind of come on strong down the home straight. But I just think Smith will have too much movement and variety for Sam. But I don't really care who wins. I like both men, and you know, it's going to be a good fight. The most important thing is they both come out healthy and, you know, go with their family safe.
Well, it's another option for you as well, potentially.
Yeah. Right now,
Bill, don't disappear before your lunch, pal. Here.
It doesn't interest me because none of them really have anything to offer me, other than the fact that that they've got a loss on my record to Smith. And the main thing there for me would be to go back and avenge my loss. So that'd be a big thing for me. But it'd be nice if he had a title to go with it. And unless he has a title, I can't really see that happening.
Liam, best of luck ahead of March the 8th against Joe Mander, and thanks for talking to IFL TV.
Thank you, pleasure.